friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Megan and today I have another, you guessed it, book haul. I feel like every other or every third video I post on this channel is a book haul, but this is my last pile of books that I have bought. It is all just random books that I received in June, and I'll probably have another small haul after July, another after August, probably still have like a monthly haul, but hopefully I won't have like 6 hauls in a singular month. So let's get into the video. So first I'm going to start with all the books I received in book boxes in June. If you don't want any spoilers, I don't think there'd be spoilers at this point because this video I'm filming at the middle of July and I won't be posting it until probably end of July. So I think we're good as far as spoilers, but just in case, I am going to be talking about books from the Bookish Box, Fairy Loot, Lit Joy, Owl Crate, and Real Bookish because I have a book box subscription addiction. So first was the book I received in the Bookish Box June crate, and the theme of that box was seasons or ACOTAR. So for the book I received Seasons of the Storm. It's a very beautiful cover. I think I'm actually holding it upside down. So here is the cover. This is what the regular cover looks like. And it's by El Casimano. And I believe this is the story of each of the seasons in a personified kind of format. Each season has the responsibility of getting rid of the season before it so it can then become the season. So essentially they're killing each other off each year. And I believe that winter and summer, or two of the seasons, fall in love with each other. So I'm super excited. As I said in the unboxing, I love Pixar, so of course I love when things that aren't normally supposed to have feelings have feelings. Next is the Lit Joy book, and the theme of Lit Joy was mythical gods, probably one of my favorite boxes I've ever unboxed, and the book was Sisters of Sword and Song by Rebecca Ross. This tells the story of two sisters who were separated, and one is at home waiting for her other to return. However, when the sister that was supposed to return does come home, she arrives early and seems very distraught and scared. And come to find out, the main sister that we're following figures out that her sister, I'm saying the word sister a lot, so let me look at their names. We're following the sister Evadne, and her sister Halcyon was sent away for war. Halcyon returns very distraught, and Evadne finds out that Halcyon committed a war treason and has to serve as like a servant to a household. So Evadne commits to taking her sister's place to save her sister, and I'm just laughing at how many times I'm saying sister. Evadne commits to taking Halcyon's place and figures out that the people that she was going to be a servant for are not all that they seem, and they're not very good. Also, here is a picture of the tip-in art. I don't know if these two are the sisters, I would assume so, but they're beautiful. Next is Fairy Loot, and I believe that the theme was a different kind of magic. So the main book was Forest of Souls by Lori M. Lee, in which we follow a girl who has magic that no one in this world has, so the Spider King summons for her, and she has to go to the Spider King and protect the kingdom from the Forest of Souls that is trying to attack. And I love this little embossed spider on the hardcover. And also in Fairy Loot, we received a book that's not actually being released until next year, and it's an exclusive Fairy Loot edition. It is The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna, and look how beautiful this edition is. I mean, it's got that like gold foiled cover and a like stamp of the girl's face on top and blue sprayed edges. It is a paperback, but it's still gorgeous. I think I like it more than the main book. And I don't know the synopsis of this book, but on the back it says, "Are we girls or are we demons? Are we going to die or are we going to survive?" Next is the Owl Crate book, and I believe, I don't remember the specific name for the Owl Crate theme, but it was like a circusy theme. It had Greatest Showman and Night Circus and those kind of themings to it. I think it was like the show must go on or something like that. But the book in our crate was Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angeles, and this is an exclusive foiled edition hardcover, very beautiful. A lot of people don't like it because it doesn't have a dust jacket, but I think that this is going to be a beautiful flipped out book, kind of how some of my books are flipped out on my shelves. As you can see, obviously those aren't working, but there. I think it's going to be a really nice flipped out book on my circusy shelf where I have Caraval and the Night Circus. I also have another Fairy Loot book. I forget, I guess this was the May book that I just never talked about. I think Fairy Loot was really behind. I think I might be ahead of myself. I forget. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the Gildan ones and Forest of Souls was June and this is May, but I could have flip-flopped. But either way, the book was Girl Serpent Thorn by Melissa Barshadarst. Let me try that again. Melissa Barshadarst. Barshadarst. Like what? I clearly need to take a nap. And this tells the story of a princess who is cursed with a poisonous touch, and the only people or person that can save her is the demon hidden in the dungeon cells. And so now she has to decide if she is more concerned with following her love or freeing herself from the curse, because she can only have one. And it sounds really awesome, and this is probably one of my favorite under the cover dust jackets I've ever seen. It's so beautiful. And then the next books are from Real Bookish, the Little Women box. And as you guys know, I'm super excited because Marmee and Little Women performances are actually happening next week. So excited. Tech is next week also during the reading rush. So that's going to be intense. But in the Little Women box, we of course got Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. This is just a mass market paperback, but we did get two bookishly dust jackets. So we have this blue one with floral print, and then we also got this pink one with kind of quotes all over it. I prefer the blue, so I'm gonna keep the blue on top. And then also in the Real Bookish Little Women box, because they do a they do a new release every month, I received Joe and Laurie by Margaret Stoll and Melissa De La Cruz. This is a book that I've wanted to read for so long, so it's definitely going on my August TBR, and I'm so excited to pick it up. And the last of the book box books didn't actually come in one of my monthly June boxes. I just purchased it on the Lit Joy Lunicorn $10 Tuesday, and I got Enchantée by Gita Trelise. And it did come with the like extra add-ons, so I got like the trading cards and the spoiler card and the art card, so that was cool. I mainly bought this so I could get the Jane Austen or classical romance cards for my trading card collection, but it does seem like a really cool historical fiction fantasy. Next are the pre-orders that I received for the month of June / early July, and I received Forest of Souls, which I already talked about, so I'm not gonna go over this again. I obviously didn't know it was coming in the Fairy Loot box, but I have 2 editions now. And then I also got the Crow Rider, which was by Caitlin Josephson, and is the sequel to the Storm Crow. I have it kind of hidden back here on my Crown of Feathers shelf because it has very much Crown of Feathers vibes, so if you enjoyed Crown of Feathers, I highly recommend picking up the Storm Crow. It tells the story of a princess whose kingdom was taken over, and all the crows were killed in this huge destruction of the kingdom. And one day, the kingdom that took over offers a peace offering by offering an arranged marriage between the princess and the prince of the overtaken kingdom. And Princess Anthea has to go to the overtaken kingdom. However, she discovers a lonely crow egg on the way, and in this world, crows are kind of the life force and caretakers of the land. We have storm crows who control the weather. We have crows that harvest. We have crows that are like war crows, so they protect. And it's just a really cool element to add to a fantasy story because I personally loved mythical creatures and it was a lot of fun. So I'm super excited to pick up The Crow Rider. Next, in honor of being part of Little Women, Anthony did purchase a beautiful, beautiful hardback edition of Little Women for me for my Little Women collection. This is so gorgeous. It's a pink hardback. I think it's the Barnes & Noble edition perhaps. But it's Little Women and Other Novels by Louisa May Alcott, so I'm assuming it's either Little Women and Little Men or Little Women plus the rest of the series. And it's got gold sprayed edges. It's just, it makes my heart so happy to look at. The last stack are just random books I picked up. The first is The Devouring Grey. I actually thought I had already purchased this, but I got The Wicked Deep instead. And this is the one that I was interested in as well. So this is for fans of The Raven Boys, which I have not read yet, but it's also for fans of Stranger Things because it's the story in which this town is taken over by this devouring grey, and we follow a ragtag group of teenagers who are on the way to destroy or figure out what's going on with this mysterious gray mist or smoke or whatever it is. And I mean, I love Stranger Things, so it sounded really fun, and it's going to be a perfect October book. Next is One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. I'm not sure much about this. Next, I got Internment by Samira Ahmed, and this is actually a story of a concentration camp, I'm pretty sure. In this book, we are following Layla Amin and her parents who are forced into an internment camp for Muslim American citizens. So it sounds like a really powerful novel similar to The Hate U Give, On the Come Up, Dear Martin, those kind of stories, but for a Muslim American character, and I'm super excited to get to this one. Next, I picked up The Right Swipe by Alicia Rai, and this is a romance novel following the creator of a dating app who is very cynical and has no interest in dating, so clearly it's gonna go well. And honestly, I'm super into and like intrigued by romance ever since I've been reading The Beach Read, so I think I need some more. Next, I purchased this purely because Heather from Aphrodite Reads shared this on her channel and showed the naked hardcover, and I was like, I need that, and immediately impulse bought it on the spot while watching the video. But it is Mermaid Moon by Susan Kokel, and I don't know what this is about, but it's got sprayed edges, and look at this hardcover. I mean, that is so pretty, and that's all I needed to purchase it. Don't know anything about it, but it's got mermaids and moons, and two of my favorite things are astronomy and like the sea. So the fact that it's a fantastical creature from the sea and something to do with space, it's probably not space, but it's the moon, so we're just gonna pretend. I'm happy. And the very last and most exciting, maybe not most exciting, but I'm very excited to finally have this. It was my unicorn, and if you don't know what a unicorn is, on the Buy Sell Trade Facebook pages, when you're doing in search of posts or ISO posts, people will put like a little unicorn emoji next to the books or items that they want the most because it's their unicorn. This has been mine for quite some time, and it is a UK Strange the Dreamer hardback. I'm so happy. It's not a straight, it's not like special edition or anything. I don't even think it's like a first print, but I now have the UK Strange Dreamer hardback. I'm so excited. So yeah, that's all for this haul. Please let me know which book you're most excited for me to have, or what other books you would recommend based on these books that I'm excited about. and I will look forward to seeing your comments and interacting with you and having you in the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll check in with you in my next one. Bye, friends!